Bryce Gibbs, welcome to CFC TV. A good win on Saturday night, and I guess though you just have to move on pretty quick today in football.
Yeah, I suppose we'll just take a bit of confidence out of the last couple of weeks. Always nice to be winning and singing the song at the end of the game, but like you said, focus is all about this week in Essendon.
Can I ask you, just noticed something on the weekend, particularly after the game, but Chris Judd's been out for 4 weeks now, and Jamo was missing on the weekend. A lot of guys, yourself, Scotto, Murph, of course, leading the team. There seems to be a real growth in leadership. Is that a fair comment? Have you noticed you guys really having a little bit more input?
Well, I think we had to. Probably Juddy and Jamo both being out of the side. They're probably, they're pretty big holes to fill, and it was up to not just the other leaders that were playing, but the 22 blokes that were out in the field to each pick up 5-10% extra here. So. I think there's been some great growth, and I think Murph's really led the way, and the way he's gone about his leadership the last couple of weeks has really stood out.
It's only for a short time. Do you notice any difference, like having Judd run out there, the way he goes about it to the way Murphy's gone about it?
I think the only difference is Murph tossed the coin, and that's something that he normally doesn't do. Other than that, he's still vocal out in the field and setting the example, so that's the most important thing. Getting
back to your role, Bryce, again, I know you've said it in the past, it's horses for courses, whatever's best for the team, because you're magnificent as that, I guess, for what a better term, the American term, quarterback, and we saw it again Saturday night, but also going to the midfield. So you're still used as is best for the team? Yeah,
that's going to be my role, most weeks. I'm going to find myself half back on the wing, inside, and maybe a little bit more forward, towards the rest of the year. So, I'm happy doing that. Depending on matchups and opposition, is where I'll find out where I'll play each week.
And I noticed, for those people not inside the club, of course, we look at the schedule for the day, and they have different meetings for midfielders, the defenders, etc. Do you have to go to 2 or 3 meetings, or do you know which group you're going to be in, because you do move around a lot?
Yeah, no, I try to get around to most meetings.
Mm-hmm.
The forwards and the mids meet weekly together, and the backs after training. So I sort of find myself in every meeting. But everyone, there's not just me. There's probably about 6 or 7 other guys that find themselves in different lines, and have it was pretty important to know the whole structures around the whole ground anyway. So.
Good. And you mentioned forward, although I think you might have been playing back at the time, you don't mind kicking that goal. That was a good goal, a big long goal, and you pretty happy with it on Saturday night?
It actually didn't come off that great, and swang back pretty late and snuck in there. So
you don't admit that though, do you?
I didn't think I kicked it at the time, but Simo's reaction told me otherwise, and I'll take it.
That was a beauty. Now, can we move forward to this Saturday MCG? A 1:45 start, so it's a bit earlier than the traditional Saturday afternoon game. Massive game. What about this going into finals? Is there any talk at all about finals here at Carlton at the moment?
Oh, look, the ball's in our court, isn't it? Each week for us is like an elimination final, and we've just got to make sure we're ready to go. The rivalry against Essendon, massive as we all know, and no matter really where both sides are on the ladder, it's usually a pretty good game. Obviously, there's a bit more riding on this one, as both teams really need to win to make the finals, and we're hoping we can be ready to go.
So it's really, it's a cliche. I was going to say classic cliche, but 1 week at a time, and there's nothing else you can do here, I guess.
Well, that's it. We drop a game, we're out. So the boys are well aware of that. We'll make sure we're ready.
Bryce, thanks for your time on CFC TV. Good luck for this Saturday at the MCG.
Thank you.